Buckle up and get ready for a roller coaster ride of some tasteless humor, lots of heart, and radical truth with two scrappy chicks. Because adulting is hard, but we are thinking that laughing about it is just so much easier. Hey, we're back. This is going to be probably a little bit shorter than normal because technology, gotta love it, right?
Yeah, gotta love it.
So,
Is everybody surviving the snow, depending on where they are?
right? Um, and it's
Already the
strange.
winter is becoming so annoying with all the snow.
Do you
You know,
watch,
we've had more snow in the past week than we've had in the past 2 years.
right? Do you watch where it goes? Because you know it comes usually from the west. Sometimes, like if it's hitting Iowa, it's going to hit us. And I think it comes
It sounds
down
like you're
maybe,
breaking up a little bit. Can you hear me okay?
yeah. Uh, How about now? Is that better?
Yeah,
Okay. Um,
yeah.
so it comes down, I think, from Canada, definitely Minnesota. But yeah, usually if it's hitting Iowa, it's gonna hit here next. And then you would think, okay, it's gonna hit Indiana and Michigan and then
Yeah.
go on to like Ohio and to the East Coast. And again, this one, like the first big one, went north. So it kind of like
Yeah.
I,
Weird.
I think it hit maybe Michigan, a little bit Indiana. Excuse me. But it went up to Canada. So some areas are lucking out, you know?
Not us. Then they're predicting more. I don't know. I'm trying to watch it. I'm a weather watcher now where I didn't used to be. Stuff going on.
Like before we could access it. Oh my God, excuse me for my yawning again. Before we could access it on our phone, we're watching the freaking Weather Channel, right?
Yes, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Um,
so now it's Tuesday and Wednesday precipitation. So we shall see if it holds or if it changes.
yeah. Um, I am not a fan of driving in this. I mean, I have all-wheel drive, and the only place I slipped was our subdivision yesterday. And then it seemed to kind of warm up and it kind of melted, but now I'm sure it's icy again since I think we got 2 inches. I don't know about you because I'm an hour south of you.
God, it was more. It was more. My car was pretty buried.
Yeah, wasn't that fun? And an update. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I did not get to pull into the garage last year because our 3-car garage became a dumping ground. And like every time I like made an attempt to clean it, make it presentable, the mad scientist wreaked havoc. So I think he finally got to the point where he couldn't find stuff and he's put up shelves. We got one of those, plastic shelvings and those totes, those black and yellow totes that are stackable are awesome. And now I don't have to hear or be asked, where's this, where's that? Because it's all on you. I only park, I only park my vehicle in there and hang my vacuums on the wall. Oh,
So
so
today we were going to talk about,
yes, what
and
we're
it's
gonna.
just, and I think what kind of sparked this for me is, as we get older and our children get older, now with this, this new trend of psychopathy with the family estrangement, it's like family doesn't have the value in the minds and hearts of so many people. And we then look back on our childhood where family was everything and family was together for every holiday, every birthday, barbecues in summer. Um, so those were great days.
Yes, as and it wasn't just the immediate family; it was the extended family. Like my
Yes.
childhood, we would go to my cousin's house up in Schaumburg, and and it was the best because my cousin and I are about a year apart, and her mom made this fantastic punch, and it was spiked, and they didn't realize we were getting into it till we were rolling around on the ground laughing, and they're like, "Oh God, they got into the punch." And yeah, they had to keep an eye on us with the punch after that. But here's something, and I don't know if I ever told you this, and please don't think I'm Lulu. So, and it wasn't the punch. I swear to God, I saw this. So I happened to look out the patio window up at the sky because we would stay there like late, like almost midnight, I think. And I'm looking up in the sky, and I swear to God, I seen, you know how the sky's lit up with the moon and the stars? And I
Yes.
seen Santa in a sleigh with the reindeer going up towards the sky. Now, this is like 70s, right? So we didn't have what we have now. And I will swear by that. I seen it, and I'm like, oh my God. And I went downstairs to say, hey, you guys got to look outside. And of course it was gone. And I told people, and they're like, uh-huh. No one believed me, but I swear to God that I seen it, and I was teased because in sixth grade, well, if you have little kids around, don't let them listen to this part. So you might want to pause it. Okay, hope you paused it. Um, I still believed in Santa Claus, and I was in sixth grade, and I was teased, and that's how I found out is through my friends. And then I go to my mom, and she goes, well, if you don't believe, you're not getting anything. And I go, oh, I believe. I believe. I'm like, I am not getting it. And you know what was the nice thing about having older siblings is how they loved to help my mom with eating the cookies and leaving the
Mm-hmm.
letter
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
leaving like traces that Santa was there in the house and outside the house. It was so magical.
it
And
was. That was, I know my dad did that too. We would put cookies out and I know he would, take little bites out of them. Now
uh-huh.
I know that now, but like you said, they just put so much effort into it and you just had to know that they had a great time doing it too.
Hmm. And then they would hide my stuff. And
Hmm.
um I think when my one sister moved out, they hid it in her trunk, or she brought it to her house, or they hid it down in the basement, like buried it on the shelves. And then they stopped wrapping early and putting it under the tree because I was taking it, going up and going under my dad's bed because there was room, and unwrapping it and looking at it, and then taping it back up and putting it back under the tree. And then they caught on, and they're like, why must you do that? Don't you want to be surprised? Oh my God. I think the most excited I was when I got the 4-foot Barbie motorhome. It was
Oh,
yellow.
wow.
You remember that one?
Wow. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, well, I remember the year, well, my sister and I both got one. We got the Sunshine Family treehouse.
I didn't have the treehouse.
That
I
was
had
the best.
the
Yeah,
family
we
with the
had the
Jeep.
family and the treehouse, and we both had to have our own because I told you about my sister that she couldn't even barely share air with me. So
Mm-hmm.
we each got our own, but
Mm-hmm.
man, like you said, it was just magical. And I got to tell you, too, I don't know what kind of tree you guys had. It might have been the same. I remember these trees were a danger to humanity and pets alike because we had a silver tree that rotated. And the light, there was a rotating light with like almost like those viewmasters with a wheel like that with the light shining behind it. The color would spin. It was like green and yellow and red, I think blue, so that it would shine on the tree because the tree was all silver, and it and the and the tree itself would rotate. And there were no like the ends of those branches were like so sharp, like you knew right away you could not get near that thing. And the house was decorated to the hilt. That was one of the things my mom took a lot of pride in was, decorating our home. And it was always done immaculately, but I will never forget spinning light and then that spinning silver tree, which was just a danger to humanity, but we survived. I don't know how, but we did.
Yeah. We had a fake tree. We never had real trees.
Yeah,
And
that's what we had, all fake.
the first one, oh, excuse me, was green. And I think the reason why we replaced it is we had um a flood in the basement, and I think the tree was on the ground. After that, we learned not to keep stuff on the ground. Some of my stuff was in it. It was so like um gosh, what is the word I want to say? Watching your toys float away and in that yucky water. Devastating. So everything then was up on shelves, and I don't think we ever had a flood like that again. And I think we only did because of the rain. Do you remember when
Yeah,
it
I don't
really
remember.
flood? It was in high school. It flooded
Oh, I
like,
was going to say yes, because remember we lived over there on Harding. And the school was telling kids, to help, go. You can go home,
yeah,
especially if you live not too far, from the river, because it was coming up and it was flooding the whole downtown area.
yeah. It did not get to our street. It probably got over two streets before our street. Um, and I remember when it stopped, Tammy and I would go a couple streets over, and we're walking through the stuff. I mean, how dumb was that?
No, that's what we did too. There was sewer water. Oh my God. And we played in it. We stood waiting around in it. That's our generation, man. No one stopped us. No one told us not to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the best memories, aren't they,
Yes.
though?
Yes. So
We
yeah,
had the best childhood and best teenagehood.
when that tree got um the kibosh, our next tree was a white one, and that was probably one of my favorite trees.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I have just a few ornaments like that I made. And when my mom moved, she's like, "Here, I want you to have these that you made, like the stuff that I made." She gave it to me. And there was one favorite ornament I had that was made by a family friend, and it was she painted it herself, a stocking with my name on it, because you know you can't find stuff with my name on it. I don't know why. And it
Well,
broke.
mine either, so don't feel too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
I know
that
what you mean.
yeah, so that ornament broke, and I was like, oh, so upset. Um,
And then, of course, the family dinner that they would have. And did your mom typically host at your home, or did you go to your grandparents?
mom's side, yeah, my mom's side, my grandparents were gone before I was here, And on my dad's side, my grandpa moved to New York, and my grandma, I did not see her until, um, like, I don't ever remember meeting her until freshman, like junior high, eighth grade, and freshman year high school, is when I remember meeting her. It might have been earlier than that, but she had dementia really bad. But she knew
Mm,
who my dad was, that because that was her favorite. She called him her Bobby.
oh,
So hence why when he was passing away, he was calling for his mama,
yeah. Always need your mama. You never not need your mama.
right?
Um, and I think I told you I've been thinking a lot about my mom lately, and especially, and I think that may be true for so many other people too. Is that you start thinking about, what used to be and all the effort, and you really appreciate it as you get older and you have your own kids, and then you become mother, and you just really appreciate everything and everybody so much more. And I think I had said before, this was like my Thanksgiving, able to cook again because of my health, and I am doing a lot better. Have a ways to go, but um, you just don't realize how hard that is to put that all together. It's a lot of work, but it's a labor of love, isn't it?
Yes, yes. Because you
And
had
nothing
asked,
better than home cooked meal, but from scratch,
yeah,
man. I'll tell.
you had asked if we did not go to grandparents' house because, like I said, they were either gone or in the nursing home. So yeah, everyone
Yeah.
came to my house, and it pretty much was my mom, dad, two sisters, and a brother, and then sometimes the other sister, and then we opened on Christmas Eve because, like I said, I had older siblings, and th- they had to go to their other side of the family, their spouse's side too. So that that was
Yeah. Yeah.
interesting juggling. But I can't. I think why we stopped going to the cousin's house, think it's because they end up moving to Florida. So then we were going to my sister's house in Arlington Heights, and we would go to a Mexican restaurant in Schaumburg. I want to say it was off a Golf Road or
Wasn't that El
Algonquin.
Sombrero?
El Sombrero, that's in Mount Prospect.
Okay.
Unless they had another one in
Oh,
Schaumburg.
no, there was. I'm trying to. No, okay. Now I'm thinking of. Never mind. I don't know about the one in Schaumburg. I'm thinking of a different town.
My sister would probably remember it if I asked her, hey, what was the name of that Mexican restaurant? Because I think she knew the owner, and that's why we went there.
Mm-mm.
And that
Okay.
was the start of why I don't like spicy food. Um, because they were given, chips with salsa, right? And my nephew's like, yeah,
Yeah.
that one, that one. Yeah, my mouth was on fire. And I swear I had to keep going to the bathroom. So that
Oh.
set the precedent of I did not like spicy stuff, and I will never like spicy stuff because I feel like it burned when I peed.
Going, burn coming out.
Yeah.
I'm
So
okay
what?
with spicy food. That doesn't really bother me that way. It's more like, like my knees or whatever. You know, food is okay. I don't seek it, but I think, and it has to be mildly spicy. I'm not, big on the super hot stuff, but, and I
Yeah.
love Mexican food, authentic Mexican food, just like I love authentic Italian food. It's got to be authentic.
Hmm. Yeah. And one of my favorite things that I got, like I don't have many of my childhood things like I wish I would have hung on to because I see it in like these like antique stores and I'm like, oh,
Hmm. Hmm.
really? But I have my Raggedy Ann doll and my Holly Hobby doll, and I think I have a few stuffed animals. Um, and I think I have my first Barbie and some of her clothes still.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
No, nada, nunca, nadie.
Nothing survived. Nada.
Oh, well, yeah. How, the only reason I know I had that. Oh, and I think I have a Cookie Monster puppet. Um, and the only reason I know all this last week, I was going through those bins condensing and was like, why did I say Valentine's from grade school? So I'm like, I can like get rid of these. I don't need this. So
Right.
I condensed down. In fact, I have some empty bins I never used. But yeah, it's just amazing because you get older and you're like, "Ugh," you know, like if we were to move, like we'd have to purge because we just got so much. And I'm like, it's just stuff, you know? And you know how we talk about the tiny home?
I know.
Um,
Right.
yeah, I would need a storage facility.
Yeah. See, and I won't do that either. And every time we move, and we move quite a bit, I do the whole purging thing. We do so much, and it's like we're and that's kind of thing for me at least. It's like I'm at a point where I literally had to start over so many times from scratch, from nothing. And I'm not as, I guess, attached to things, like they don't matter to me. What really matter are my relationships, are my friendships, my family, um, and the holidays. And that, oh, I told my daughter when she was here for Thanksgiving, both of them actually. And I said, we got to do this at least once a month. And you said,
Yes, yes, yes. I'm still
um,
trying to
and I think we have to stick to
absorb
it. And
about the cookie thing. I'm very hurt.
I know. Well, let's fill everybody in really quick because I know we're short on time. But my daughter's boyfriend, his mom, and his sisters, two sisters, or yeah, two sisters. Um, they do cookies every year, and oh, Ginger, back me up on this. How flipping phenomenal were those
Yes.
cookies?
Oh my God. I wanted more. And I was
And
like, God, I can't wait for next
and
year.
they bake for 2 days straight, and they give away so many cookies. And it's so reminiscent of what my grandmother did because she made cookies every year. She used to put together shirt boxes, those shirt boxes. I'm sure
Yeah.
you know what a shirt box is. She'd fill up shirt boxes, 2, 3, 4 layers, and she'd have probably a dozen different cookies. And this is how my daughter's boyfriend's mother and his sisters do it. And it's kind of a family tradition. Well, it's been kind of a rough year. In some ways rough in a good way, like it's a good problem to have, in other ways just sad, the ending of a long time relationship. It's looking like it may not happen this year. So my daughter and I were talking that we could just pick up some slack on cookies, not maybe not go all out and do 12 different kinds, but maybe 2 or 3 different kinds, just because it's something to do together. And did with something that's homemade like that.
Yes. I sent you some ideas of some cookies.
I know you did. Like literally right after we talked about it, you sent me a list. I'm like, oh God, just giving me suggestions. Because I tried to do that too. Well,
What was that?
I how am I gonna work? When I was on Yale, I started to do that too with the kids. And when I say with the kids, like they would really just help eat them, not help make them. And I wanted to start doing that and started baking more and then giving those out as gifts. But I just remember thinking, I was working full time at that time and out of the home. I mean, I'm still working, but at that time, 100% out of the home. So it was very difficult to have the time to do that, and it was exhausting. And so I didn't really keep up that tradition. But I think that, like I said, now that I'm feeling better, I got more ambition, more gumption to do it. So who knows? Maybe you'll have to come over and help us do it.
Yes.
And Ashley, wouldn't that be fun?
Yes, the little ragu.
I
My
was gonna say, and you can bring ragu.
Ragu's my grandson, in case anyone's wondering. Um, my favorite ones are the round ones, and I think it's powdered sugared, and it has a Hershey's Kiss in the middle.
Oh yeah.
And what else do I like? Peanut butter cookies. Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I do not like, and my former mother-in-law used to make the cookies. Um, I like the wreaths with the what did she use? I'm
Oh, was it
thinking of
wasn't it shredded coconut?
no. Oh God, was it not Life cereal? Not
Rice
bran
Krispies?
no, not bran flakes, but they she made
Cornflakes?
cornflakes, yes. She made
Okay.
wreath cookies out of cornflakes. Those were good. And then
Yeah.
she had like ones with a niece, and I was like, ugh. And then her pinwheels. I was not a fan of her pinwheels. They seemed kind of hard. But yeah, the one cookie that was ate up first was the one with the Hershey Kiss in the middle. I like soft
Yeah.
cookies.
Oh yeah. Well, my grandma used to make like the pecan tassies. There were like little baby tarts. And then she would do the I don't know if your family ever did this, but my like I said, my grandmother was 100% Italian, first generation here, and she used to make gucci daddy, which is with the mincemeat and the butter cookie, and then they would glaze them and then put the little sprinkles on top, the multicolored sprinkles. Oh my gosh, those were so good. That and so many others. And I did make that one year too, the Gucci Dottie, very labor intensive. And I
Yeah.
did pinwheels, the different colors. But yeah, we should try and think about doing that this year, and or come on over and we'll all do like a potluck where we each do bring a dish. Or, everyone can just come here and we can cook, or we can even go by you. Wouldn't the Hogue be so
Das.
thrilled? Everybody at his house, Das, wouldn't he be so happy?
He'd be in the garage.
But yeah, we got to pin that down. I know it's even, more of a challenge too with the weather, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this holiday too. We're probably going to just do a brunch as opposed to like a full dinner. What are you planning on?
Christmas Day. Um, A- Ashley,
Yeah.
Chris, and Ragu, and doing a pork roast, and I would assume mashed potatoes and gravy and rolls, and
Hmm.
a vegetable, maybe a green bean casserole, because that is just so good to have the green bean casserole.
Hmm.
So yeah, and I have my little tree up, and the what do you call it? When you're going down the stairs, there's a platform, and
The
then
railing, the
there's a
banister.
platform, and then you have more
Okay.
stairs to go in the basement. My little tree is there.
Okay.
I did not put the
Oh,
big tree up. I thought I was going to do it this weekend, but I had Ragu, and I thought, oh, he could help me because he loves lights. He goes, wow, when he sees lights. But I guess I don't know. We'll see when I get to it. you know?
Okay. Well, we're probably going to have to wrap it up.
I know. I think next time we'll talk about how our Christmas were as single parents. That was different. Um, I don't know about you, but
Yeah, very different.
it's very different now too. Um, Kids are
Yes.
grown, and like I said, it used to be family and extended family, and now it's just,
Yep.
at least for
Barely.
us. I mean, if
Yeah.
people out there have the
Us too.
extended family, that's awesome.
Yeah. You can invite us. We'll come.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Like we should just combine our families and just do one big, one big to do. But yeah, looking forward to it. Looking, and hoping that everyone's doing well and everyone's healthy and can spend time with their family and extended family.
Yes. And the last time we did an episode, I talked about how I went to the car wash. And like I said, I am not a fan of driving in the snow. And I just said, okay, you got to do it. So I don't mind it snowing if I don't have to go anywhere. So it was
Right.
nice that it did it overnight. If it does it overnight on the weekend, I'm fine with that. But during the week when I have to go to work, it's annoying because when it's going to take me 2 hours to get where I need to go, it's just very what's the word I'm looking for? Irritating.
Yeah, it's a whole
And,
other level.
and then I start getting hot and sweaty in the car, like my nerves. So, yeah.
Well, to
Um,
be continued.
right? And please like, subscribe, share, leave us a review. We are now on YouTube. No video yet. It's been
We're working on it.
suggested.
We're working on it. We're learning as we go.
Yeah, yeah. And my daughter already gave me feedback and says cut the music um, shorter at the beginning. So I will do that.
Okay.
Anything else?
All right. All right, everybody, take care, and we will talk to you next week.
Over and out.
We love our scrappy peeps. So thank you all for joining us and becoming part of our flock. So please like, subscribe, and share. And if you don't like us, unfortunately, yo mama. But if you do like us, we look forward to seeing you next time on Two Scrappy Chicks.